pink to it. It is striking, the green color of the matcha. It's such a beautiful green color. A little bit of cherry blossoms, sakura flavoring on the top, and then on the bottom, I guess this cream is supposed to be all about the sakura. We're gonna find out in about 30 seconds. This is from a shop called Ichimaru Matcha Saro. And you know, I'm always looking for alternatives. How you doing? I'm always looking for alternatives to Starbucks, because everybody knows that Starbucks at this time of year has those cherry blossom latte, sakura latte. You know, it's not that bad. I think it's more like chemical sweetness to me. So you try different things. And the matcha is something that really goes well with the cherry blossoms because of the season. This is the season where you get matcha harvest, the shincha, which is the first harvest down in Shizuoka, as well as all around Japan. And let's give this a try, because I'm looking at it right now. I also got some food here, so we're gonna try some of that too. But yeah, green tea and Tokyo Station. You can't really go wrong with that. Matcha. It's not green tea. What am I talking about? Itadakimasu. Okay. So it's a little sweet. Yeah, the store opens at 11 o'clock. It's in the basement of this building here, the Shinmaru building. And there were a lot of Westerners, surprisingly. I guess this is something that Westerners are looking for. Right now there's a lot of people for the Tokyo Marathon in the city. So, yeah, there's a bunch of Western faces here, which is cool. Yeah. I think they make it sweet for the Westerners, though. I don't know if Japanese would like this too much. It's a little sweet. For the reason why you want matcha to be bitter is because, well, Japanese like that on their palate. I think Japanese palates are a little bit more sensitive than Western palates. We might have too much sugar. Like our breakfast in America is all sugar, syrup, cereals, things like this. Not everybody, but culturally speaking. Yeah. For matcha, for me, you don't want honey, you don't want sugar in it. But, I don't know, I think it's just different for me. But, look at the positives. We're freaking eating and drinking the cherry blossoms, and that's all part of the season, right? Very soon, all these trees are gonna have green on them. But first, they have pink, or white. And those are the oh, there's some green trees over there. And that's just a special time. Winter feels like it is over right now. I have a lighter jacket on. Tokyo's weather it's always kind of funky. It's like 3 days cold, chilly, 3 days warm, and then spring breaks and it's nice every day. Then the rainy season comes. But yeah, you get a chance to drink it and then eat it too. So in here I have got IMA Yaki, which looks like this. Check it out here. This is the shop down in the basement. Of the Marunouchi building, the Shinmaru building, I should say. It's not very big. In fact, there's only 3 chairs for people coming to sit down, so most people just take it out. But if you want to drink real quickly, you can. They've got a sakura menu. It seems like every shop's got some sort of sakura cherry blossom menu. They've got 2 different kind of drinks at this particular place. But the IMA Yaki, look at that. This is what I'm going to have in a second. Just, oh man, the green matcha in the bread there, and then they have that red anko, red bean paste, and then there's mochi in this one. This is going to be something special, I think. She just made them. They should still be hot. There she is preparing the drink in the shop there. How you doing, Danny? He'll be here in a little bit over 3 weeks. Looking forward to it, Danny. And Arthur Vandelay is here. Look at that, she's putting the IMA Yaki together. Oh man. It's really good. So I like these kinds of shops here. I like the shops that bring a little bit of Japanese culture. I've been finding more like green tea shops opening up. A great contrast because there was a cafe boom, like Japanese. You'd think in Japan people would drink more tea, and they do at home. But when you go out and you leave your house, you don't want to drink green tea. You want to drink coffee because it has more value. It's not something that you normally drink at home. Oh, wow. But I'm finding that there's more green tea places coming in here. It's still warm. Which one should I have first? All right, doesn't matter. All right, here we go. So this is an IMA Yaki. It's basically like a pancake, right? They have these special makers, sort of like a takoyaki maker, a grill. That's like a pancake, really. But you have to do this. Oh wait, this is the, I'm not sure what's inside. You're just gonna you have to find out. Here you go. I put it on the tripod and then I rip it open, and this is the best way to find it out here. 3, 2, 1. Oh my. All right, so this would be the green tea, the, Matcha Moose. Ah, oh no. Ah, it's hot. Ah, ah. Ah, ah. If you eat enough of this, you turn into the Incredible Hulk. Literally. Why not just take a bite, Patrick? Where's the drama in that? You gotta make it a little fun. Kanai wrote in she wants a matcha cake. All right, I'll bring. Do you want a matcha custard or Sakura Mochi? They've got 2 kinds. Yeah. There is steam. There's steam coming off of it. That's just beautiful. Oh man. Wow. I love food. Food brings people together, like us right now. Butterfly. Ugh. Here's the menu. They had this weird one. It had like, see the one on the left? That's the one I got here. It's like the Sakura Fudeba, Sakura flavored latte. I mean, it's okay. But this other one, matcha with Perrier, looked kind of interesting, but I know it's not, it's gonna be average, I think. So this latte was about 600 yen, or what is that, like $4.50, and the IMA Yaki was like $2, $1.50, I think, with the exchange rate. It's not too bad for you. For us, it's a little pricey. It's like the value of the yen with the exchange rate. I think it's around 135, 134 to the dollar right now. It's not too bad. All right, part 2. And it is kind of neat. I'll take you around here to Tokyo Station if you guys want me to for 10, 15 minutes. I gotta go to the post office. That's why I came to this direction. Joy is visiting. Joy is one of our moderators. Joy is visiting, I turned it around so you get Tokyo Station in the background. It's a little bit better. Joy's visiting Japan right now, so I'm hoping to catch up with Joy. I told her I was here today. We got a couple of other people that are here visiting Japan. There's a lot of people. I'm sorry I can't meet up with everybody. It's just impossible. I'm there in spirit, but I'm editing and doing. Here we go. Just eat it. That's somebody said, John, just eat it. Well, what if can you open it like this? Oh, okay. Yeah, you can. Look at that Sakura Mochi in there. Oh my. All right, this is gonna be interesting. I think there's some red bean paste, maybe not. I don't know, we're gonna find out. I like this because it feels like a McGriddle. Introverted Otaku, happy cherry blossom season. Thank you. All right, let's go. Wow. That's it. That's it. This is the one. It's seasonal. You see the Sakura Mochi? It's white uncle, it's white, it's this sweet bean. Cherry blossom. And then there's the mochi on top, and then of course the pancake around it is just so good. Ah. I can zoom in and really give you a close-up look of it. What does Sakura taste like? It has, in Japan, it's sweet with a floral sense to it, and then it has a saltiness to it because they typically Sakura Mochi, or the Sakura flavor, they'll pickle it with a little bit of salt. So there's a sweet floral saltiness to it, and that's Sakura, and then when you have it, you know. It tastes pink, because it is pink, but I guess. It's pleasant. Walk with me, a week and a half to go. This is so exciting. I saw a bunch of people, after the marathon live stream yesterday, we had 2 people come up and say hi. I guess they didn't want to disturb during the live stream, so I gave them the You Found Me card that I carry with me. So that was cool. I wonder if Joy is gonna make it here. I don't know when I'm gonna get another chance to see her. Oh my. This is good. This is really good. You know what'd be good with this? Maple syrup, maybe? Like dip it in maple syrup. Close to the camera. You can get 6 packs. You can get as many as you want that they make there, but they can only make a limited amount fresh. So I think it takes a little bit of time, but the lady down there is consistently working to make them because of high turnover. It's a good location though, the Shin Maru building. No, other way, camera. Hey, no, down. Bianca June writes in here, love the drama intro to the food. You gotta have a little bit of drama. You can't just eat it, it's boring. Gotta play with your food. In Japan, we make our food so beautiful and decorative, it is pretty much like playing with it, isn't it? Let me mochi. There's drama, is it? Last bite. We're not done. Grant, you are not behind me. Are you? Matcha Cream Daifuku, organic matcha. It's always a good sign. Not sure what makes it organic. Isn't all matcha organic? I mean, I don't know. Daifuku is basically, I don't know, how do you say it? It's like a mochi cake. Inside, it's just mochi, and inside of it, there's some sort of surprise. Usually there's a cream or or Anko red bean paste or something. But it's one, you can't eat too many of them, but it's a really nice and confection to eat in Japan. You can see when you use your finger, it's almost like a memory foam mattress, right? Remembers your... you know what? Someone has to make a Daifuku mattress challenge, just a really big Daifuku mattress. I would love to sleep on one of those. I think it'd be very comfortable. It's just, right? Who would want to sleep on this? Or at least maybe like a pillow would be nice. I don't... Oh, man. Wow. I am reading the chats. Nightshade giggle. I'm just not focused on it. I'm focused on this. Look at that. That is really strong matcha flavor. All these people walking by, one person is going to come and take a bite. It's kind of nasty. It's got my bite mark in it. Joshua Skidmore found the green heart marks. Cool. Oh my gosh. It's good. I do not eat a lot of matcha because it's got so much caffeine in it. My body, I caught it. My body does not function the same as normal, like Japanese. I don't know. It's so much caffeine. Sometimes I'm shaking from the caffeine burst from the matcha. It seems like it's more than coffee. My Western body handles the coffee more. Although, somebody said to me, if you have been in the country for over 10 years or 7 years, your body has been remade after it takes about 7 to 10 years. So I guess in a way I am Japanese because I've been here for 25 years this year. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'm certainly not 100% American Western anymore because I act funny. I try to avoid confrontation. I don't know, I'm shyer in a way. You take on the habits of your surroundings and your environment after a certain amount of time. So when I go home, it feels shocking to go home. And feels normal to come back. That's how you know. I love going back home to America. I love seeing all the different kinds of people and faces because in Japan, almost everybody's like Japanese. When you go home to America, it's awesome because you have all these different kinds of people. It feels great. I saw that in yesterday's Tokyo Marathon. It was a very international event. And there are a lot of people that came for the Tokyo Marathon to qualify for the Boston Marathon. You can do that. This is such an easy course, I think. I'm a little shy. It depends on the situations. You know, before I started live streaming, maybe I even talked different. You know, I think if you've been teaching English for a long time in Japan, and that's what I did before I was doing YouTube, you have an English-speaking voice. Like you talk a little slower, and you enunciate, or you just have a different way of talking. It's not natural. And I found when I did Tokyo Eye for NHK, it was a show that I've been doing. Well, it ended last year, but I've been doing it for like a long time, like 14 years or something. The first couple of years, I found that the way I spoke was not native. It was like some dude who'd been living in Japan for a long time, and it just happens. And it's because you don't have a lot of American friends here, too. If you live out in the countryside, you have the friends who's around you, and usually they're non-Japanese or non-American speakers. I lived in a town. I was maybe the maybe only 2 other Americans, and there were a lot of English, a lot of Australians, a lot more, I should say. So your accent starts to change a little bit. I think, I grew up on the East Coast, so everybody in my town where I grew up had an accent that you could definitely tell. I never got that accent. I don't know why. I went to Ohio State and I picked up an Ohio accent. I don't even know what that. Maybe it's more like a Midwestern accent. Then I came to Japan and it just messed it up because you're hearing and speaking to people who speak different all the time. That's kind of exciting. Yvonne celebrates 27 as a member. Thank you. The great thing about Tokyo Station, trains! Do I even need to say that? Excuse me. This North Tower here, inside the North Tower, if you've got a JR Rail Pass, that's where you would validate it, or you'd be able to get information in English and make reservations for the train tickets all over the country from inside this tower on this side of Tokyo Station. They also have another booth on the other side near the Japan Rail Cafe. There's some really friendly ladies who I go in and visit, and I buy the Tohoku Rail Pass. It's 5 days of unlimited travel in Shinkansen for 20,000 yen, which is a steal. But there's usually a line, and there's about 4 or 5 people helping, so the line moves quickly. And I think you might even be able to buy a JR Rail Pass here. Don't make sure you get it before you go, but you might be able to. But there are other rail passes besides the JR Rail Pass, like the Tohoku East Pass, the Japan East Pass, or the Greater Tokyo, the Tokyo Wide Pass, or down in Kyushu, there's a Kyushu Pass, and these regional passes could work out better than a rail pass. But I definitely think that the Japan Rail Pass is a steal. If you just go like round trip to Osaka and back, that costs the same as 1 week of unlimited travel on the Japan Rail Pass. You tourists have it. You tourists have it made. I am so jealous. So I got another video. I got 2 videos coming out, I think, this week. I have one on chicken nanban, which is my favorite Japanese dish, deep fried Japanese chicken in Miyazaki. I went to the farm, so it's a farm to table episode, which is, I guess, in a way kind of cruel to some people to see the chickens and then eat them, but I always thought it's always good to know where your food is coming from. I finished that video, and then I have the world's oldest hotel, but it's not about the world's oldest hotel, it's about something else. So it's taking a little bit more time I changed the focus. It's taking a little bit more time to edit that video. But you can see on my friend Joe Hatab, he released a video and I'm in it. It's already gotten 2 million views. He released it about 3 days ago, I think. That guy's amazing. Good friend of mine. You can see the Sunrise Izumo night train, as well as the 2 of us at the world's oldest hotel with the Guinness Book of World Records and the owner of the hotel. We got a chance to interview him in one of the biggest rooms that they have there. The same water that Tokugawa, the Shogun, bathed in. It's pretty cool. That video has already been released, so you can go and check that out and share some love in the comments, because I know Joe appreciates that. I think it might even be in Arabic, but you got to turn on the subtitles. I love Joe, man. He's such a great guy. He contacted me when he had 30,000 subscribers. I still remember this day. He was inspired by the shows I was doing, and now he's got 12 million subscribers, and it's just such an inspirational. Like, that's such another level, right? 12 million subscribers. So I'm just so proud of him and so happy for his success and how he's continuously evolved his channel is extraordinary. Go and watch his channel. You don't have to speak English to do it, speak Arabic to do it, but the quality of the video is insane. I'm gonna be honest with you, you wouldn't think, like, when you watch other content creators, like, his is a step up, and he's coming from, like, the Arab world, which I think doesn't get enough respect for content creation, but he's done it, I'm just so proud of him. Go check it out. It's an amazing one. He wrote one. The last video he put up on his channel is from a Japan experience that he had with us. Yeah, 12 million is a pretty big number. All right, I'm gonna take you to the end of the street here. So shout out to Laura. This is your package, daimyo package. She wants me to send Legos instead of food stuff, so I'm taking that to the post office. So that's the package right there. I'm gonna take you to my favorite spot, and then we're gonna see if they have cherry blossoms over here. That daifuku was so good. Oh my gosh. Here's the menu. You see that there? See, I'll make it a little bit bigger. The side there. Wow. Like that, but I love putting a little bit of attention when a company innovates like this. And in Japan, they're always doing something cool. And have this cherry blossoms, not just, you know, not just see it, you can, in Japan, eat it. And that's just kind of cool to me. This is the, Peter and I stayed in a room right there a couple of years ago and live streamed from there, I believe. I forget the name of this hotel, but it overlooks the Imperial Palace. And years ago, they never had, I don't think they had hotels that looked into the Imperial Palace, but now they do. It's quite large. Kind of expensive, but it was, you know, we didn't pay for it. We didn't pay for it. I am taking you right now to one of my favorite spots. And I'm debating on whether or not I should do that, because sometimes showing you places that I like to go that are just meant for me ruins them. I don't know. I think maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Tokyo Marathon was yesterday. My friend Joseph ran again. Right there is where I'm taking you. This is one of the guards, one of the towers of Tokyo's Edo Castle, which was destroyed by fire a long time ago. But I will take a bento sometimes if I'm in this area and I don't want to eat at a restaurant. I'll buy a bento and then I'll go over to this place and eat inside there. Usually there's nobody inside of it. It's like, what a waste. I remember walking by there and going, this is a good place to eat a bento. So you could buy a bento because there's shops all over Tokyo Station because it's Tokyo Station. And then you would just enjoy yourself. It's nice and relaxing inside of there. So I think I took you there once before in a live stream, but if you do come to Japan, you're at Tokyo Station, you can come to this chamber and watch the ducks. All right, let's do it. Okay, green light. That's the Palace Hotel. Right, that's the Palace Hotel. Now I remember. They'd renovated it. It's so nice in there. Wonderful breakfast, and Peter and I had dinner in there that cost us kind of an arm and a leg, but it was so worth it because, well, we didn't have to pay for the breakfast on the hotel room, so we might as well pay for the dinner. Oh, right, that was when we got the party train. I remember, that was a great episode. JR gave us our own train. So we had this offer, like we could stay at this hotel if we wanted to, but I live like a station, okay? So like, really? All right, you know what? I'll stay at that Palace Hotel. So we did, and I'm glad that we did. That was a fun episode. Peter and I woke up the next day, we got like 20 bentos and we ate them all. Oh no, there's somebody in my hut. There's some people in there. Oh, Tokyo Marathon people. I just ate my own tongue. Between February 20th and March 15, I look a little sick every year. The reason why is from the pollen, hay fever. It's just really bad and it takes the color out of me. This is a reason why a lot of people will wear masks. The pollen, it just messes up with my immune system and stuff, and I think it messes with a lot of people's systems. But yeah, it might even go on till April. It's such a wonderful time of the year, but it's also, get out of my house. It's also pollen season. Oh man. All right, let's go back in here. I don't know. There's one across the street here. Usually there'll be a lot of people not inside of these huts, these guards towers, but people getting wedding photos here. Because if you take a look on the left side here, you have a straight view to Tokyo Station's, the old facade of Tokyo Station. It's kind of romantic, I guess, Europeanish. Tokyo Station is modeled after Central Station in Amsterdam. And if you look at the two, if you Google Central Station with 2 A's, Central Station with 2 A's, you'll get the one in Holland, the Netherlands, and it's of course on a different scale, but you could definitely see the resemblance. Built in 1912 in Central Station. It's such a beautiful station in Amsterdam. I'm taking you in there. So you can see there's like a table here. And usually there's like swans or ducks. Oh, there they are. Don't try to swim in the moat. I remember there was a British dude who said he lost his wallet. I don't think so. I think he just went in because it was too hot outside, so he decided to take a dip in here. And then all the police came, and I think the helicopter came, and he was arrested and deported, I think. Don't try to swim in the Imperial Palace moats, okay? It's like a big no-no. But I like in here because you have like these tables here, so you could eat your bento here. Although the chair's a little bit far away. It's kind of nice in here. And the Imperial Palace is just straight ahead. So I thought I'd show you a little bit of a place that I like to hang out. Oh, we could totally make that light. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you one of these Hato buses with Leo. Hey Jeffrey, what do you think? The Hato bus and take you on a trip with me? Hato bus it really is great, and I feel like I need to times without tourism at all, and the domestic tourism's. I'm really happy that they're still here. One thing that the city did to support them was they rented the Hato buses to get people to the vaccination centers. So a lot of senior citizens would come to Tokyo Station, and they'd get on the Hato buses, and the Hato buses would shuttle them to the mass vaccination center, which is a couple kilometers away. Now they could have taken taxis and stuff, but the city said that, look, we gotta help this company. What if Hato bus goes out of business? When you return from the pandemic, so I'm really happy that they could manage to get through there. Everyone is hiring in Japan, but that hiring is all coming from the tourism sector. There's another Hato bus going right now. Nobody. The airports, the airlines, the bus companies, everybody is starting to in a couple of months, prices will start to go down because especially airfares are high just based on the fact that there are not enough popular. So the prices have doubled. In fact, Kanai and I were thinking of going back to the United States this end of spring or early summer. Well, we can't because it's literally 3 times the price. A lot of seats are sold out. It's just the demand is higher than airlines kind of like that the last couple of months. So I'm guessing by summer, they're just gonna say, look, we gotta open up more routes because we're losing money because we could be taking advantage of more people. And then the other airlines are gonna open up the routes and lower the prices, and then the competition's gonna come into place again. But it does feel like Peter and I had a beer here once, right here on the corner. It's a good place to chill after a long Shinkansen ride to get into Tokyo. Maybe you just want to be outside in the air and have a drink. This is one place you could come. After 5 p.m., a lot of business dudes, a lot of suits. This is where we're going to end the live stream here. This is the back of Tokyo Station or the front. I never could figure that out, but this is the Marunouchi side. And every time I come here, I'm just impressed because you don't see red brick buildings in Tokyo much, but you do here. And all this empty space, they did such a wonderful job renovating it. For those that were here in like 2010, you probably can tell the difference. But they closed up the center there and made it into a park-like atmosphere, and that's just done so much to encourage people to come out and hang out in this area. And underground, there's shops and everything, so that's all good. Yeah, Nightbot has just shared the Discord server. I encourage you all to go onto there. We have 17,000 in our Discord server. People helping other people. If you're traveling in Japan, you have questions, there's always somebody who's here in Japan on the ground who will be able to help you out as well. And you can always try to ping me and get me to answer. You can try. As tourism returns, I find myself looking back at the things that you guys are going to see here. And this is kind of cool, like these kiosks that they have around the city that offer Wi-Fi. You just can touch and the NFC will give you the password type of stuff. Touchable maps in different languages too. So you'll find these almost everywhere in downtown. But probably in the next couple of days, I'm gonna make a video because a viewer had reminded me that Tokyo is not a city at all. And every time, like, all the cable news networks and media outside of Japan talk about the city of Tokyo, there is actually no city of Tokyo. And I knew that, but I didn't realize it until somebody had reminded me recently. There's no city of Tokyo. It's a state, it's a prefecture, Tokyo-to. So when you write a letter to me, you would write in Tokyo-to Chuo-ku. Chuo is the city. So the city hall that I go and get my stuff done is Chuo City. It's not Tokyo City. And that's pretty cool when you think about it, right? Tokyo is a metropolitan area, but there's no metropolitan meaning what? Tokyo-to is considered like a state. So metropolitan area is not a city. If it's just me or what, but Tokyo-to is, or the metropolitan area is pretty big, goes out to the mountains, Pacific. It's massive. So yeah, Valentino, Yokohama might even be considered a bigger city, right? It's weird like that. Austin from Hawaii says aloha, visiting in June. That's she's Joy, if you're watching this, I'll try to find you. I'll try to meet up with you, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard, but I'll try. Yeah, the state of Tokyo, or the metropolitan area. When people ask me about the city of Tokyo, I always think about the 23 wards, which is like the 5 boroughs of New York. But New York is actually the city. You'd write New York, New York on an address. But we would write Tokyo Chuo, and Chuo being the city. It's weird. And then you have a town, which is, you know, the cho that you live in, or the machi. Tokyo's not a city. It's not the biggest city. Maybe it's also not a city. Osaka is the same thing. It's like a metropolitan area. It's Osaka-fu. So, I don't know. Most livable city in the world. This year, it's Tokyo. No, it's not. Is it? Just funny. It's funny, haha. What's the weather prediction for next week? I don't know. It's the same. Same. There's a slight chill in the air, and I always thought that spring is chillier than winter, in the sense that you're prepared for winter, you're prepared for it to be cold, but in spring you're prepared for warmer weather, but you get this air with chill in it, and it can feel colder in a way, in a weird way. I think somebody asked me, can you wear shorts in March? You can wear whatever you want. My feeling is this: I'm all for equality, and Japan is like, for gender equality, is like rank 107th in the world. It's pretty bad. But in a world where girls can wear mini skirts in March, why can't guys wear shorts? I just think that's wrong. I think if you have a socially acceptable nice legs, if your legs are nice, what is that? It's like a radiology truck. What's that for? If you have socially acceptably nice legs, why can't you wear shorts? I don't know. Discuss amongst yourself. For me, from around the end of April, from Golden Week until November, I'll wear shorts. And you can't stop me. I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. Yeah, I watch a lot of TV too. Like, I remember all these movies. Lines from movies, right? All right, folks, that's all I got. I'm just happy we could hang out a little bit. Got to get back to work. That's a New York cafe. Dean and DeLuca. DeLuca. I guess they have it downtown in the city areas, because a lot of people go to New York on business and stuff. In the New York area. All right. So I'll see you in another live stream probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to get out one a day, get back the Go channel a little bit in March, and then I'm going to focus mostly on Only in Japan main channel for the rest of the year. So the number of live streams is going to go down a little bit, but I think that's a good thing. It's an investment. It's an investment in edited content. I think we need to do more of that. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. Leave me a comment below, and don't forget to check out this video here. This is the snow-aged Wagyu beef, if you haven't already. This is a new take on a brand of beef that I didn't know existed until this year. They say it's more tender, and it actually was. I just didn't realize that refrigeration and the way that refrigerators actually has an impact on the taste of the goods in your refrigerator, and storing your stuff in snow makes more sense than I thought it would. The vegetables tasted better. I think the vegetables tasted better than the meat, but I could tell the difference in the snow aging of vegetables that I could in the meat, but it did have an impact. I think it's interesting. And if you just like Wagyu videos, this is one of them. All right, see you guys, everybody.